Hi everyone, it's Helen Griffin here and welcome to day 5 of the 12 days of Christmas. I have an amazing project here to share with you and I will show you how easy it is to make step by step. It looks hard, it totally is not. You just need the right tools like a Crop-A-Dile and stuff like that. So yeah, this is really easy to make. So let's hold this up. It is got one of my favourite cars on the top with the tree. I love that at Christmas, and it's a big stack of gift boxes. So I've made this as an ornament. You can leave the ribbon off and actually use the bottom two as gift boxes, but the most amazing thing about this, other than it looks amazing, is that it also plays a tune. So I have a little lever here. So I absolutely love that. So this is going to be my new Christmas decoration. That will be sit nicely on my shelf. So it plays music, it looks wonderful. So here's how to make it. And before I move on, I'm going to quickly show you the papers that I used. I've used the Simply Crafts, and this is from my range. Absolutely love these papers, perfect for Christmas, and it goes really well with the rest of the reds and the greens from the trees. So I use the Simply Made Crafts Traditional Christmas 12 by 12. This currently has 30% off at the moment on Craft Stash, so all of their festive papers have 30% off, so the links for those will be down below. And let's get on with showing you the rest of the things that you're going to need to make this wonderful project. So here are the things that you're going to need to make the music box. So we're going to start off with the music movement. So this is from Amazon. I'll try and get it up so close that you can see it. It's really nice to look at, actually. Let's hope that can get into focus. So this took a few weeks for it to arrive because it came from China. So I would order yours straight away so that it can be here in good time for Christmas. So all the links for everything that I'm going to show you will be down below. So let's listen to this music. Okay, so it just goes on repeat. So that's the music box. You can also get other mechanisms that don't have this handle. They have a wind-up mechanism, so you'd have to have a hole somewhere else. So I haven't got a tutorial for that one, but if you want something like that, let me know. So the second feature of this lovely ornament is this car. I absolutely adore this car at Christmas. It's just the thing, especially with the tree on the top, or if you have a red truck. So this is a toy car. This is an actual replica of a Beetle. So it's got all of the details there. I'm hoping it may be able to focus. Let's see if we can get that to focus. Probably not. So it has got everything on there. Just the attention to detail is wonderful. And the doors open as well. Perfect. So that's the car. That was $8.99 from Amazon. It's just a toy replica. And then I have a bag of wire bottle trees. So these are pretty much everywhere. So these are also from Amazon. And you're also going to need some nesting boxes. So you can actually make your own boxes for this, but I'm just going to go for ready-made sturdy things because it's going to be coming out every year. So I want it to, really last. So this is a set of 3 nesting boxes in Bear Craft cardstock. Very sturdy. So those are also from Amazon. So let's move that aside. Those are things you're going to be needing. So I'm going to be using some extra red card, and I'll be showing you what I'll be doing with those in a moment. You'll be needing a Crop-A-Dile because we need to make a hole, and a craft knife and the ruler and other bits and bobs that you use for crafting, and also a glue gun as well because we're going to be sticking our mechanism inside here. So for these boxes and these measurements for the mats, go along to my website. All the measurements for these mats, for these boxes, will be on there. If you use different size boxes, you'll have to create your own mats for those. So I've decorated these already. So we have a choice here of using the bottom box and the middle box as an actual gift box, but I'm going to be tying mine up with ribbon, so it's purely going to be an ornament. So let's get that on there. So we're going to be gluing this one onto the top, so let's do that now. I'm going to be using some Carlisle glue. I also like to use the Cosmic Shimmer as well, but we're just going to go with this. And if I do have any problems with it coming off, you can just go straight to a glue gun to get that on. So I'm going to be sticking that one straight on into the centre. I'm going to be leaving that to dry. And I've also matted all the lids with some gold mirror card as well. Right, so let's set that aside. That's going to dry, so let's pay attention to this little box here. This is where the mechanism is going to go, so we're going to need a Crop-A-Dile, pencil and a ruler, wherever I put mine. I put mine down somewhere. That was handy, wasn't it? Does anyone else do that? Put down the ruler and it's gone. Right, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I found it, it was way over there somewhere. Okay, so I've got my ruler. So we need our mechanism box to, I've gone for the smaller box because this is where it's going to fit the best. And also we don't want the lid to get in the way, so I'm going to make a little amendment there, an adjustment, just so that lid sits a little higher. So I've measured this hole, it needs to be, let's just break everything. Right, so this needs to be at 1 inch, where the hole needs to be from the bottom of the box. So I've measured that and I've done a little pencil mark here, and then what I've done is I've taken my Crop-A-Dile and I've taken off this mechanism here by unscrewing this knob. So I have them here, I've taken them off completely, so put these somewhere safe, don't lose them, you'll be cursing my name forever if you lose them. So keep them somewhere safe where they're not going to get lost. And so that has given us an extra almost 1/8 of an inch there of extra room, which is just what we need to make this hole. So I'm going to have to turn this around now because this end here is not going to fit inside the box, it's going to get in the way, so we're going to have to put the small end inside. And then you're going to find your pencil mark and then put your hole in. And then what I've done is I've gone around the hole and made the hole bigger, and then I've kind of rounded it off with a craft knife, and then we're going to add the paper. So I would add the paper first because this was my experiment just to see if I could get it to work. So add your paper first and then do your holes and your punching, so then you don't have to do this twice. So now what we're going to do is just test first that this fits in. There we go, so that should sit in there. So your hole needs to be far enough away for this box to sit in comfortably. And then so I'm going to hold the box in place and then just double check that it all goes nice and smooth. So that moves around okay. So let's put the lid on. So now the lid is actually going to get in the way here. So what I've done is I've made some extra shims here. These are going to fit inside the box. So for these measure 2 1/8 by 3.5. So these are going to fit in just here. So it's going to make our lid sit further up. So that's going to give this lever here some clearance. So I'll be sticking those on last. So now what we need to do is I need to get this piece of paper stuck on first. Okay, so I've got my piece of paper on and I've just grabbed my pencil and I've just gone round and poked a hole through there. So now it looks like a better circle actually. So now what we can do is pop this in there. So I'm going to grab my glue gun. I'm going to add glue along the outside rim here. And then I'm going to quickly try and get this in. Give it a twiddle just to get the lever through. And then I'm going to push this right up to the edge of the box, and then I'm going to press down and make sure everything's all square. Quickly test that that works. Yep. Okay, so that now should pretty much be in place. Yep, it's already set. So that's ready. So now we can put our shims in. Just going to use ordinary glue for this. I've still got my glue gun on. I'm not going up to the top edge here. So I've still got the my glue gun on because we're going to be adding some more bits of decoration to the top to finish off the box. So let's get these quickly glued in. And then I've got some small sections here because the music box, that's going to fit in here, and that one's going to go just there. Let's double check that they're the right height. Yep, they are. This one's a little bit smaller, so I must have got that from a different piece of card. Stick that to the middle. They don't have to be joining. This is just for functional reasons, and it's all going to be hidden. Okay, so let's test it now with the lid. There we go. So have we got the right clearance? Yep, that's moving very freely now, so let's have a quick look from the side. There we go, so I'm really happy with that. So now what we can do is grab the other boxes. This should all be, oh no, it's not glued down yet, it's not dry, so I'm just going to use some more hot glue. Just grabbing another stick. Once that disappears through there, I'll have to reload it. Nothing like making a Christmas project with a glue gun. Okay, that's all straight. So I'm going to have my music notes going this way. So we can still take off the bottom lid, that's still functional, and then this lid will still work with this one popped on the top as well. And you can even go for more abstract look by tilting your boxes around, so that's another idea. So let's get this one glued down. Okay, I'm running out of glue here. Let's pop this one in. There we go. Oh, that's much better. Oh, she says it's pulled out the front one. Right. There we go, it's started now. There we are. That one to the side. Just making sure that I've got everything even. Yep, that still goes round. So here we are. This is what it's looking like at the moment. It looks good just as it is, to be honest, but let's make it even better. So we're going to have our car here. I'm not going to glue that on just yet. We need a tree. So yeah, I actually ordered 2 bags of these. I love them. And my son has got his eye on this car, so I may just have to buy another one. So I'm just going to add some glue to the top of the car. Sorry, car. It does seem a shame, but it's going to look so nice when it's done. So let's get this tree on. Okay, that's going to have to dry like that. There's no way this Christmas tree was going to fit inside the car. I'm going to grab some twine now. You can use ribbon or twine. I'm going to use little red robin twine. Definitely that one. I've not used this one yet. Okay, so let's wrap this round a few times. So I'm going to keep this end here for tying. So we're going to go round like that. And then we're going to wrap it round a few times, not too tightly. I want to make sure that this tree does not fall off on its way home. Scissors. And then we're going to tie a knot. And then a bow. Not that a bow would be practical, but this is going to be an ornament, so we're going to have a bow. If you're taking a tree home on your car, don't tie a bow, tie lots of knots. Okay, so try and make your bow look as nice as possible. And there we go. There we have our tree. It's all tied up, so we may not be able to get this car door open. It's like that episode of Mr. Bean when he's got the armchair on the top. Right, so now we can add our car to the top. So I'm going to have mine forward slightly, so the wheels are literally just on the edges, because I want to have some more trees, because they've got the tree from a forest and they've been tree shopping the forest. And then we're going to have trees like that. So let's get this car down first. More glue. Oh no, backtrack. We need to add ribbon. Mine's going to be a completely closed box, so it's not going to be able to be used as a gift box, but if I do need to change anything in the mechanism, I'll just have to switch out the ribbons. So I'm going to use some ribbon from the Simply Made Crafts, which is my own range. So I'm still undecided on what ribbon to use, because I've got the red car, so I'm thinking maybe the green ribbon might look nice, or the red, green, red. I don't know. I'm thinking the red. I'm going to go with the red. And all I'm going to do is nothing special. I'm just going to wrap a length up the top, wrap another length up the top and tie it in a knot, put the car on top to hide it, and then I'm going to add another bow somewhere else. So let's get all this unwound. I'll probably end up using the entire lot of the red here. So let's take all of it off, and then we've got lots to play with. Looks alright as it is, just like that actually. Right, so now with the second lot. There should be just enough ribbon here for me to tie a bow and then add that on separately. Okay, so let's try and move these knots over so they're going to be underneath the car. There we go. Oh, I just love that as it is actually. Just make sure that this bow here, sorry, this ribbon here does not get in the way of that moving round. Right, so I need my ends going diagonally this way, so they're going to be hidden. So I'm going to put the car on the top. There you go, that hides it perfectly. Woohoo! Right, glue gun time again. Now we can glue the car down. Okay, so these wheels are going to move around, so I'm just going to hold each wheel as I add the glue. Okay, so it's best to have a dry run before gluing anything down, just to make sure that you're happy with the composition of the entire thing. Looking good already. Let me tilt it. I'll hold that in place. Looking good. Right, so now for the trees. Okay, you can add as many trees as you want. Or maybe you just don't like the extra trees, you can just have the car on the top. There we go. So it's starting to look like that now. And now I'm going to add some tiny little trees here around the little ledges of the box as well. So we have one here on the corner. And because this may be viewed from the side as well, we're going to add some more trees around the side. So I'm going to just put that just off the corner. Do another one here. Just there on the edge. So this is what it looks like now. And then I'm going to put another tree. Perhaps here. Yes, I like my projects to be evenly spaced out with things. All the things that I add on it need to be evenly spaced out. I just like just the way that looks. And then I'm going to add another tree just to the back there. Hot glue on my fingers. Right, that's looking good. So now I'm just going to tie a bow, and then I'll be sticking that onto the front of the box. So I'm just going to do the rabbit ears just like that. Turn it over, feed it through. And then I like to puff out the bow. It's the rabbit ears, just puff those out. That's going to go just there. So let's get these trimmed. Okay, I'm just going to grab a lighter because I don't really want to use glue. You can either seal these ends here with glue or grab a lighter and just swish it across the top. Okay, I just grabbed a lighter here. I'm not a smoker, but we do have a lighter because they're quite useful. So just get this lit and just swish it across there. That should seal it. That went a bit wonky, so I'm just going to do that again. Don't use a match because you'll end up with black marks. Okay, so that's the bow done. I'm going to glue gun that on as well because I've still got my glue gun plugged in. So let's try and find a good position for this. This is quite a big project now. It's not going to really fit on the camera. So I could put it there, down there. I think I'm just going to put it here. There we go, there's the bow. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside now just to make sure all the glues can dry and everything that I've used. If you have tiny little figurines and like penguins or other tiny little things that you can add to your box, that would be really good. You can even grab some lights as well. I have some micro lights here. You can unwrap those and wind them around the trees and then just stick your battery pack at the back there so it's hidden. So that's another idea. It's a great idea there for getting all your trees lit up. So you can even go one step further and add small holes inside these walls here to thread your wires through to keep them hidden, so it just comes out where the trees are. So it depends how creative and how much time that you want to spend on this project. So that's today's project. If you like this project, please do give me a thumbs up. If you think anyone might like this project, please do share this video everywhere. I would like everyone to think that they can actually make this. This was really, really easy, really simple when it's broken down into the steps. It looks like it's a really big job, really complicated, but really it's not. So yeah, so everything that I've used today will be linked down below. There's a project page for this project on my website. The link for that will be down below, so please give me a thumbs up, share this video, and also consider subscribing to my channel, because I still have plenty more Christmas projects to come. And if you want to catch up on any of my other episodes from this series or any of my other series, they'll be on my playlist. So yeah, subscribe just in the corner there. Click that icon there, that will subscribe you, nice and easy. And yeah, click the bell if you don't want to miss any more of the projects. If you're excited, you want to watch them straight away, make sure you click that bell. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.